thank you everybody for taking the time out to attend this talk today. My name is Everett Anderson. I'm from Nel Hydrogen, and I'm going to talk today about our electrolyzer technology and how we're applying it as we see the demand for larger scale green hydrogen. So Nel has two electrolyzer technology platforms. We make an alkaline electrolyzer technology today that has a long, rich history going back to the original industrialization of large-scale hydrogen back in the early 20th century. And we more recently produce PEM electrolyzers as well out of our US operations. And of course, the question is all the time, you know, what's better? What should I pick, alkaline or PEM? And there's a number of factors certainly involved in that. So I just pictorially highlight here. It really depends on your application and the project that you're working on. For instance, is footprint important, or is dynamic response and operational range important? Is start-stop capability? All of those things go into factor what makes the most sense from an actual application. The good news is we are certainly willing partners with you to help broker that discussion and figure out the best solution for you. When you look at the alkaline technology, really what kind of stands out is kind of bankability. As I mentioned, this technology has been proven at scale for decades. The original large-scale production was back in 1929, and essentially a lot of the building blocks of what we produce today has this heritage. So certainly, if certainly the bankability risk is an issue, we can point to this history, this qualified technology at scale. When we talk about PEM technology, well, its roots are in space and aerospace applications where it was developed for reliability for oxygen for life support applications. So that heritage we've brought over into the commercial world where the focus is maintain that reliability but be able to reduce costs and improve efficiency. And so that's what we do today within our PEM technology group. So we have a unique offering where we have offerings across a broad spectrum of sizes, both in the alkaline technology space and in the PEM technology space. So our building block on the alkaline side is a 2.5 megawatt cell stack, and we package those in pairs or more and scale those up basically to offer larger and larger systems. And here's just examples of systems. The 20 megawatt is kind of a typical building block for the alkaline system, but certainly we can scale those into larger hundreds of megawatts of systems for the larger scale applications. On the PEM side, our history has been making small appliance size units, if you will, dishwasher, refrigerator size units for a number of industrial applications over the last several decades. Looking at point of source hydrogen for heat treating or semiconductor processing, kind of those types of applications. And it's only about the last 10 years that we've scaled the technology up to megawatt scale. And we produce a containerized solution, basically at the 1 to 2 megawatt size. We can use multiples of those, maybe for projects in the 10 to 20 megawatt and provide that full redundancy. And then more recently, we've developed what we call a PSM, a PEM stack module, where it's 10 megawatts in a outdoor rated container. And then that stack module is used in combination with multiple stack modules in power rectification and a common balance of plant in order to provide a full large-scale design on the PEM side. Here's just a couple of examples of kind of similar sized installations, both on the PEM and the alkaline. So we've got a 20 megawatt alkaline installation here in Sweden that's in a steel processing application. And then on the other side, we have a 20 megawatt installation in Spain. This is for fertilizer production. So again, in both of these cases, they're indoor installations. I think the learnings that we took from the PEM side in terms of this new stack module is to minimize the building of a building, minimize that site work, have something that's can go outdoors and is kind of factory tested before it leaves the facility. And then obviously the approach that we're taking with our technology platforms is being validated with customers in the field. So we've got a couple of larger projects that we've announced. One, the H2OK project in Oklahoma for large scale, well above 100 megawatt alkaline. And then more recently, just this past week, we had an announcement with High-Store in the US for the intention for a gigawatt capacity reservation for their project in Mississippi, the Clean Hydrogen Hub. So again, future opportunities with High-Store also include this PEM type approach as well as they grow their project beyond the first gigawatt. We're also looking into new applications. So I mentioned this just because we had some press on this, and one of the reasons I was here this last week. We're doing a unique offshore hydrogen production pilot on an actual operating oil and gas platform as a first look at the potential for making hydrogen offshore instead of sending electricity to shore as a potential long-term cost-effective solution for the large offshore installations of renewable power. This is a 1.25 megawatt system that we've specifically designed to meet the offshore oil and gas platform requirements. And so we've installed it onshore for initial testing, and then that will move offshore. We have some other activities going on in the offshore space as well to look at more distributed models as well as centralized platforms. So how are we meeting these plans going forward for large-scale opportunities? Well, the first is to reduce costs through scaling our production. So we have capability in Norway for our alkaline electrolyzers. We currently have half a gigawatt production capacity, and we will, within a short time, have that scaled up the next couple of months to 1 gigawatt capacity. We're also scaling up our PEM capacity. By the end of this year, we'll be at a half a gigawatt production capacity at our PEM factory in the Northeast Connecticut, where I'm from. We've also announced a second site in the US for manufacturing in Michigan. And the notional design for that factory will be 4 gigawatt capacity, 2 gigawatts alkaline, 2 gigawatts PEM. Certainly flexible as the market grows to see how that mix shakes out. And then we'll also look to add additional capacity either in Europe or elsewhere as those markets grow and materialize. Now, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the next generation kind of approaches that I mentioned. So as I mentioned, on the PEM side, we're really looking at modularization as a way to reduce the installation costs. And that's with our PEM stack module. Another key element in that development activity is a partnership that we have with General Motors. So we're going to leverage, or we are leveraging General Motors' extensive PEM fuel cell manufacturing and design capabilities that they use in their automotive stacks today. With our kind of deep knowledge in the PEM electrolyzer side, in order to collaborate on a next generation cell stack. And we really feel that this will be a game-changing kind of innovation. We'll see cost reductions, I don't think, matched in the industry in terms of the stack from a CapEx perspective. In addition, power density increase, current density increase, and efficiency improvements as well as we look forward. And then on the alkaline side, we're developing an advanced pressurized alkaline system, something that many years ago we had a pressurized alkaline development. This is taking a clean sheet of paper approach to that. And so this allow us to give more operability with our alkaline stacks, higher efficiency, faster response time. And again, looking at modularity, the same theme as the PEM side, in order to develop a skid-based 20 megawatt system as a building block for the alkaline. So in summary, I think we offer unmatched kind of experience in the electrolyzer space, both with an alkaline offering and a PEM offering, and our decades and more experience in both platforms selling into commercial applications. We're certainly doing innovation to drive down cost and improve efficiency, and also putting our capital to increase the capacity expansion as well to drive down costs. And I look forward to discussing with you how we can help facilitate your green hydrogen projects to FID. So we have a booth here, C142, and it looks like I have a couple of minutes to take questions.